Welcome to Your OC Sucks, the weekly podcast where we review and critique the best and the worst fan-created original characters from the My Little Pony fandom. This show is unscripted and unfiltered, so moderate language will be used. As well, this show can be a little heavy on the critique at times. That being said, if you're easily offended, do not watch. If not, feel free to join us for this week's show. This is episode 73 for August 7th, 2015. This week, we are tag-teaming some oldies in our OC folder. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds. I am the host and show manager. I am joined by...
Commander Sparkle, Assistant Project Manager. And that's it!
That's it, guys! We have fan art this week, Commander.
Yes we do.
Yeah, fan art.
Yeah!
Start off with the, Your OC Sucks Against the Glass with Katie Frog 217. Why are we up against the glass? I have no idea.
Because boredom.
Because boredom.
Literally.
Literally.
It's really cute, though. I like the fact that me, Medi, and Smooth are all wearing glasses, but Medi's also wearing glasses on his fucking pony thing, because his pony actually wears glasses.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Smooth
got some birthday art, because his birthday was a couple days ago as of the time of this being released, I believe.
Yeah. If this goes up on Friday on time, then it was yesterday. It was Smooth's birthday. And it's fucking great.
Yes.
So happy birthday, Smooth. Even though you're technically hearing this when you're editing, but we still fucking love you all the same.
The Little Dixie did art of Yoxina or Peppy Palette. I don't remember what name.
Yoxpone!
The Yox Pony! And she drew me on line paper. And I'm like, God damn it.
And roll with it.
But I really like that piece. It's super cute. And Rosie also really likes that piece. Because, it's super cute.
Yeah.
All that purple.
It's so good. Like, all those levels of purple are so nice.
I really like that pony.
Is the killer whale jump thing like a Splatoon thing?
It's a Splatoon thing. Because there's a special ability called the Killer Whale, but it's WAIL, and... Yeah.
Angry Mama by Lena Lu. It's a lovely picture.
I don't know why we're babies, or why we're puffballs, or how we got hurt, or why we'd be hurt, but apparently we got hurt, and apparently they're upset.
And I also like the lazy fan art by Metal Apocalypse. It's just fucking changeling power.
Also, that Medi and Smooth Splatoon art. The nerd and loser one.
Sucks to suck, loser?
Good stuff.
Fucking love the fucking fan art we get. I say that probably every week, but I just fucking love it.
I sometimes wish that I didn't get as much line paper fan art anymore.
Yeah, we'll stop fucking talking about it, and everybody will really go...
But I talk about what fan art I got, I just keep getting it, so I have to talk about it. Like, so much. Like...
Yeah. So, in the meantime, we have an episode to do. So, this will probably be a quick one, considering it's only the two of us. So, just like... Well, actually... If I did roll the die of fate, it'd have to be an evens or odds. So why don't I take odds and you take evens?
Or you just do 1 and 2, 3, 4, but either...
How about evens and odds?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Sure. So, if it rolls an even number, it'll be Commander. If it rolls an odd number, it'll be me. So, rolling the die of fate, it rolled a 2. So that means Commander gets to go first this week.
How do I know you're not lying?
I am not.
Damn. Well, I can't deal with this, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Anyway.
So, tell us about this OC there, Commander.
So, also, do we actually like to explain what this theme was?
Oh, right. This week's theme is old ponies, as in, we were trying to think of a theme this week, and we thought, since it's just the two of us, let's make a silly theme, because we don't want to, have Griffins just be a short little episode that doesn't do much. We wanted to hold off and have a full 4-person episode for Griffin. So this week we are actually holding off on that theme, and this week we are actually going with, we could only pick OCs from the last 5 pages on DeviantArt, meaning
Wonderful.
it's like from within our submitted folder. So this is a way to help, clear out the old stuff, get rid of all of the, super old OCs. Actually, this is probably a thing that we should keep to in the future, but I don't want to force them to do that. Tell us about this OC there, Commander.
Okay, so the OC that I brought this week is Woodland Spring. Woodland Spring is a unicorn, and for the sort of maturity age, relative to her friends, she's the oldest of the group and is generally like that sort of voice of reason, level-headed one due to her life experience, and sort of is a young adult just out of like college kind of age-ish. She's from Canterlot, but currently resides at the edge of Ponyville, sort of like close to nature, sort of away from ponies and stuff like that. Her special talent is caring for wildlife, but more specifically plants. She's more on the flora instead of the fauna side, as opposed to Fluttershy, which is one thing that is mentioned. The cutie mark, as you can you can mostly tell, but just in case you're not quite sure from looking at it, it is 3 pink flowers with light green leaves around it. She got her cutie mark though after she discovered her love of the local plant life in Ponyville, and after she had started her own garden. For her personality, she's like a sweet, caring pony. Is soft-spoken, but isn't shy, and when she feels something is wrong, is not afraid to speak up. And for her flaws, when she is tending to nature, she doesn't really pay attention to like time and what's going on in the real world, and will just disappear for extended periods of time and not really, tell people, and is a bit obsessive compulsive when it comes to tending to her garden, and it focuses extremely on grooming her flower brushes and the flowers in her tail, which she changes regularly. Which I didn't. Grooming her flower bushes. I didn't know you can groom bushes. I don't know how that works.
When you have a bush and you trim it into circles or squares, it's just trimming the hedge kind of thing. You know, how it's it's probably a more calmed down version of when people sculpt out animals and shit. It's just a circle.
I get you.
It's landscaping.
When I think grooming, I think brushing.
Yeah, I think brushing is the wrong term here.
Yeah, no, they say grooming, which is
that's not good.
It's not perfect, but it's better.
Landscaping just sounds like some dirty job.
I don't know, but that is the gist of this pony. Also, her magic color is a light pink, which is the same color as on the flowers in her cutie mark.
That's weird. That description didn't feel like it took 10 minutes.
Fuck you.
I like that. She's a gardener pony. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that they put the detail in that she changes her flowers regularly, because sometimes it's she always has those flowers in her tail. I'm always? That would get pretty rotten and rank.
That would suck. I think that the personality meshes pretty well with the actual things that the character does, and nothing seems too off. And it's just different enough from Fluttershy that it's not just, you couldn't look at it and be this is just a obvious it's just Fluttershy but with plants. It's close, and I will give it that, but that's sort of just an archetypal character, so can't really. It's hard to avoid that.
Yeah, it's gonna be this thing that if you have any pony that's close to being at all connected with nature, it's just gonna be oh, this a lot like Fluttershy? Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, which, that's not really productive, but I like the things that this character does that it like sets them apart from being from Fluttershy, like actually speaking up when they feel something's not right. Instead of Fluttershy, who's just like,
nothing seems terribly wrong with this pony, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Except nothing seems terribly wrong with this pony, except for those flaws. Except for the fact that flaws are good, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean the flaws are good, but they're not terrible.
Flaws are an interesting thing. The flaws work to complement the character and make them seem like a more fleshed out person, quote unquote, than just a, hey, here's an idea of this general thing about this character. What they could do. This is who this character is. Moving on to aesthetics, I really love how this pony looks. I was looking through those last 5 pages, and I saw this pony sitting there, page 100, and I was like, how have I literally never seen or noticed this pony before? I've looked through every one of our pages at least, 70 times by this point, at least for those old pages, at least. And I've never seen this pony, but when I looked at it, I was like, this is a good fucking OC. I like how this, the aesthetic design of this OC is really good. It's mostly, not monochromatic, but, an analogous color scheme with hints of, complementary things thrown in there with the pinks and stuff. And I don't know, they're all really nice toned down kind of pastel colors. I really like it.
I like, it's a really nice, soft character. There's nothing crazy or hard about this character's colors. Yeah, this is a really fucking great OC.
Yeah.
I really like the colors. I really like the improvement that this person's made.
I'm trying to think of what else to say.
It's really fucking good.
It's just there's no real complaints that I have.
And that's the problem with these older OCs. It's the reason why we haven't picked them is we can't really say a lot about them other than it's it's good or it's bad. Just fix it.
Sometimes it's really, 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 really difficult. I wonder why the choice to only have the flowers in the tail.
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's more... I like to think it's because that's where her face can reach and
possibly,
actually put in.
But she's also a unicorn.
Oh, this is true.
So if there's anything I would say, it would just be to maybe, I don't know, put at least a couple of the flowers in the mane, just because it feels a bit strange, because since the flowers all pop so much, it makes my eyes sort of gravitate more towards the tail and the end of the tail than towards the face, which is the main place that you'd want to be the center focus of your character in general, at least from what I've seen for different character design things. Also, I really like the cutie mark. It's really simple. The colors are really nice, and I really like the recycling of the pink for the magic color. Because that's my idea for how most things should work. How it should work if they were being consistent on the show. Overall, there's nothing really I could complain about, or really any problems I'd have with this character. I like the story for its simplicity, and it gets really to the point. The character seems, for as little information as there is, pretty three-dimensional, and my only real critique or problem, quote-unquote, would be the accessories only being in the tail. That's about it.
Nice. Wonderful. Well, moving on to the next OC. Looks like it rolled a 1. No, I'm fucking kidding. Actually, it rolled a 2, so technically you have to go again. But...
You loser. See, this is why I can't trust you, Mollified. This is why.
You done?
Yeah.
You done? Great. Wonderful. Let's go.
You fucking done, Mollified? Are you fucking done?
You fucking what, mate?
I deal with your shit every fucking week.
I swear, I will literally stab you. I will fucking kill you. Anyway.
All I'm saying is if since you did live neighbor commission, she could buy a house.
Fucking...
All I'm saying. All I'm trying to say.
Anyway, so since there's just the two of us, there's no point in rolling the die of fate. I'll just have to go next. My good OC this week is Lanny Luna, the pony / also equestrian girl from SJ Art 117. I think what got me the most is because when SJ Art 117 sent in their OC to be reviewed, they sent in a shit ton of it. Like, they put, like, a fucking ton of pictures into our, like, submission box. And they're like, here, look at it all. And there was a lot of it, both in pony and equestria girl form. And I thought that was really cool how this person is indulging both aspects of this show. Despite the fact of maybe one not being as canon as the other or being as referenced inside the show. But it's really nice. I really like the idea of having this dual nature. I also like the sheet in general here because it shows a lot about this character in just one image without being like, I don't know, like overbearing, so to speak. I mean, it's a little.
I was gonna say I do think it is a little bit overbearing just because of the sheer amount of information packed together and the way that the text is spaced, specifically on the left. Even though it's not that much text, it feels like a lot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I like how everything's kind of sort of also laid out. It's very. The fact that all of her accessories are placed as well, just nicely placed. Along with the cutie mark being well shown in this picture as well. Sometimes with some people's OCs reference sheets, it's like, oh, here's a cutie mark way over here that's like hard to see, or it's on the thing, and then they don't necessarily show the cutie mark by itself, or maybe it's, I don't know, like it's just one of these things that it's weird.
I definitely like that they have the cutie mark just as a standalone thing on the sheet, because it's always, like, I mean, which, that was one thing with the actual sheet of mine that they also did, but it was a little bit more, they didn't, like, specify it, but it was there. And it's just a good idea if you have a reference sheet, like an actual reference sheet. Do it.
Do it.
Can I just say that from looking at, like, the pony and equestrian girls standing next to each other, I totally, like, I just get artists so easily. Like, it just feels like an artist.
Yeah, this is obviously a artist pony. Like, there's no getting around it.
Very obviously.
This character is actually born in a sort of random location that's not your typical Canterlot or Ponyville or any kind of, like, Manhattan or something like that. And it doesn't really feel like a like weird pun town either. She was born in the town of Dodge Junction, which I think was actually a place in the show, right?
I'm pretty sure, isn't that the name of that one junction thing with like fucking
Cherry Jubilee?
Yeah.
Later, she moved to Rainbow Falls with her best friend Miles. She earned her cutie mark by helping students in her class draw for a peace project. Whatever peace project that is. I mean, what wars are there at Equestria? I don't. But yeah, since that day, she's tried to become a better artist. And she's always wanting to become a better artist. And I think that's very true to artists. Because fucking artists never are happy with where they're at. They're never like, yes, this is an okay piece. I don't need to add anything else. No, artists literally never shut the fuck up about improving their craft.
No, the artists never shut the fuck up about how bad they are at art.
Oh, I'm literally the worst. Like, no, fuck my, nobody likes me. Nobody wants my art. Oh yeah, really? Then why are you selling like thousands of dollars worth of prints every time you go to convention? Oh, it's just, it's a fluke. It's a fluke. Like, nobody likes my art. Shut up.
Talking to you.
Fucking Ardale. God damn it. I like the colors on this character. They're very similar to your OC that you brought on, Commander. And in like it being like a creamy color. But this one's just a little bit more lighter shade.
I guess you're specifically just talking about the coat, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah, the coat. That's what I mean.
Yeah. You just said the colors, and I was like, well, I mean, one of the colors is kind of close.
Yeah, I mean, that mane is so similar to your OC.
Yeah, I was going to say, no.
Sometimes it seems like tannish / pastel, like browns, yellows, and coats just seem a little too generic. You know, you don't see a lot of, like, green OCs.
It's unfortunate, because green's a nice color. I like green. But a lot of times green can be improperly used.
Yeah. So, I also like the fact that this character has, like, a great color scheme going along with their hair. I wish the outline for the hair was a little bit more defined.
Yeah.
But that's only a minor detraction, and honestly only shows when it comes to outlining the lighter area. Like, you can kind of tell where, like, the spike comes back up, like, almost a little bit at eye level on the on that Equestria girl, where, like, the dark gray or the darker color comes back up. It looks like a darker outline, but maybe the outlines just need to be a little bit thicker. What I do know is that these accessories are quite lovely.
Yes.
They really help make the character.
I definitely like the use of accessories on this pony.
Yeah. Also, the fact that they tied in the peace and heart on the cutie mark into the skirt.
Yes. Though, since we're mentioning the cutie mark, I feel like there's a little bit too much with the cutie mark, just because it's... Because, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I'm torn on how I feel about the cutie mark, I should say.
I think something we can both agree on is to get rid of these strokes in the actual brush tip.
Yes, yeah. I would get rid of that. Just because you don't need it to get what it is, and simplicity is... Go for the idea you want as simple as you can.
Yeah.
That's what you should generally strive for, if nothing else. I like the whole, having the painter thing. I don't know what it's called.
The palette.
Yeah, well, is that actually just called a palette?
Yep, that is exactly what it's called.
Awesome. And I like because it has that the hole for like your thumb, and then with the paint brush going through that. I like that. I just don't know how I feel about like the heart, music note, and peace sign, because
the music note is a little much in my opinion.
The music note specifically, but somewhat all of them. But the music note most specifically. I don't know. I don't see how it's tied in with the special talent so much. I don't know. I guess it wasn't specifically actually mentioned what the special talent is. I don't know. It feels a little bit weird and makes the idea a little bit cluttered when you're adding like the music note and the peace sign and the heart and stuff like that. The heart is less offensive in my mind, but I don't know. I don't know if you could really have it without those things or what to do without them, but I'm just kind of torn on them. I mean, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. You don't have to change it, obviously, since if you don't want to. But
I think it's a good OC that this particular artist takes a lot of time in getting a lot of pictures for this character and making sure that this character is more fleshed out through number of number of pictures made for this character rather through an actual background or story. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's however they want to. I just think this character could probably use a couple more pictures of the actual character drawing or whatever, at least just through like being able to convey that they're more of an artist through more pictures or whatever. I don't know. It's a cool character. I like it.